Hello and welcome to another edition of Sports Orbit right here on the Leadership Podcast Studio. My name is Olawale Ayeni and I'll be your host for today. I have with me Sport Editor Leadership Newspaper, Salif Usman. How are you doing today?
Thank you, I'm good. And Wally, you look sharp.
Thank you very much. Alpha, how are you doing today?
Yes, fine as always.
Hmm. Okay, we'll begin the show with excitement after the return of the Nigerian basketball Premier League. They actually dunk off yesterday at the Abiola National Stadium and also in Akure, where we see some actions of basketball in the country, where the likes of reformers, the likes of pillars actually emerge are victorious in the day one of the basketball event. They actually defeated the likes of uh, Boko City Chiefs, and also they actually locate the Nigerian Army. But let's just talk about it. The return of the Nigerian Basketball Premier League after 3 years of absence. What does it mean to the players, to the basketball fraternity in the country?
Yeah, good, a good one. First and foremost, I would feel that there is a great moment and after a very long time, not even 3 years. This is 4 years now that the league has been in that draw. And at the end of the day, finally, either no matter how it is, whether what we have, either what we have at the moment is what we really deserve to have. But it be as it is better than not having any in the league at all. So let me use opportunity. Let me just say for once, let me say I commended the caretaker committee chairman of the Nigerian Basketball Federation, Musa Kida. Although it's long overdue, for 4 years he has been in the shadow without doing anything. But I will just want to say commend him that yes, for at least finally to keep to his promise for the first time. Last month he promised that the league is going to start on the 7th of this month. And just like you say, I doubted him because he has promised several many things open and often that he has never kept to his promise. But for the first time, I say he keep to this one, and I say kudos to him. I commended him, though the league is going on without sponsors or even as it is. It's good that the players are back in the court and at least and be able to do what they know how to do best. So good for them. Good for them.
Looking at the Savannah Conference, because it's been the basketball league is been divided into two conferences. We have the Savannah Conference that is being played in Abuja, where the Reformers actually defeating Boko City Chiefs at 74 to 63 in the first game before before Kano Pillars actually caged the Nigerian Army at 79 to 40 point in that particular one. That looking at the quality of play and the match result from the game that we actually decided yesterday. Do you think we are in the right step and in the right direction for the basketball league?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've talked severally about uh, previously the non-availability of a league, which was a very, very terrible situation because you can imagine that a country like Nigeria, where basketball is like one of the second most popular game after football, didn't even have any competitive league for about 4 years. It was really terrible. So, like when this news came up, I think it's the right step in the right direction, and I just hope that the momentum will continue. It shouldn't be a case where the league resumes. Then along the way, you know how Nigeria is sometimes along the way, and maybe the league will be suspended for one reason or the other, maybe due to lack of sponsors or something. So I expect that the league should continue, and I really hope that as it goes by, more and more sponsors will come into it because prior to when the league was eventually suspended over 4 years ago, there are some sponsors,
Of course.
who were bankrolling this league. So I really hope that the sponsors will gain back some confidence and try to put money again in the league so that at least we can have a viable league. If our league was running, we wouldn't have been disturbed about the absence of some top NBA stars while we went for the Afro basket. Exactly, you could have easily just picked up players from the league and put them out there. So I think it is a commendable one, and I really hope that the momentum continues.
Of course. Okay, looking at The other, conference talking about the Atlantic Conference, Lagos Icelander actually started a campaign on a winning note. They defeated a comeback of Lagos also 59 to 52 in that particular one. While the likes of the cool city of Enugu suffer a narrow loss against Ondo, Raiders 68 to 69. That match ended. These are just a few of the results that actually went down in the basketball league yesterday. Asalifu, you have something to say?
Yes, one thing I wanted to one thing there's nothing good about crisis, and one good thing about this one good thing about this league coming back is that if you look at the team that are already participating in the league, it seems like suddenly there's a seamless of unity so far. For instance, Kano Pillars, Gumbe Bulls, Kwara Falcons, these are renowned basketball clubs in the country. And if you remember vividly, very well, that what led to the for 4 years that the league could not hold is Kwara Falcons and Gombe Bull, who were the champion, the winners and the runners of the 2017 Nigeria Basketball League, who were supposed to represent Nigeria at the continental level because of the leadership crisis and the factions. So the Kida led board denied the Kwara Falcons and the Gombe Bull opportunity to represent Nigeria. So, and the referral with the Gombe Bulls and the Kwara Falcons not satisfied with that decision of the Kida led faction of the NBPL, denied them, went to court. Because Kida hurriedly put up just one competitions, just groups of basketball. Because they say that he has already organized it and now pick somebody to go and represent the country at the dream of the league champions and the league runners up. That's why the Kwara Falcons and the Gombe went to court to challenge that decision, and then that put the league in comatose for 4 years. So now, and because of the people now say that they need to give a chance for peace to reign, even though the court cases that they say is dismissed, the case was not absolutely dismissed, but it was thrown out for technical reasons, which the Kwara Falcons and Gombe, if they so wish, can still
go back and
still go back to the
seek
redress of the court. But they feel that no, this crisis it does anybody no any good. There's need for and listen to the voice of wisdom and say no, let's put this in aside and let's focus on how to put the basket to move the league forward, because even them and everybody is already suffering for 4 years. The basketball players in the country have not earned anything for 4 years. The basketball free in the country will not earn anything for 4 years. Everybody that has anything to do with basketball in the league, where their means of livelihood was hot, and that really bring a lot of problems to this country. And that's why they feel that okay, there's need that okay, let's come together, let's put our difference aside, whether there's crisis or there's crisis, let's have the and that's why you are seeing Kwara Falcons, Kano Pillars, and all those renowned basketball league clubs who are over the year, who are for 4 years, no such have to put aside, and then now they are back in they are all back in the court and competing. And if you watch the match, if you have a chance, go to the National Stadium, the package of the Abuja National Stadium, you see actions, you see that yes, what we want to have this some sense of basketball, coming back live in the country, and let's do that. They'll be able to use these opportunities to cement their relationship. Crisis doesn't know anybody any good at all. And now there's election. Let them use opportunities and let everybody put his selfish interest aside and focus and let produce who is the best interest to lead the basketball.
Of course, it seems like today we have a whole lot of basketball stories, line up for you, because next story is also on basketball, where the president of the chairman caretaker committee of the Basketball Federation of Nigeria, talking about Musa Kida, has actually opened up on the reason behind Nigeria's failure in the Tokyo Olympic Games, talking about the Tigers and also the Tigress. They actually played 3 group matches, and they didn't win any of those matches, and has come out to say that it was due to technical reasons that actually allowed Nigeria not to actually perform in that particular games, because we know during the Tokyo Games only just 3 officials were actually allowed to be part of the team that will actually sit on the sideline whereas they were supposed to have about 9 to 10 officials, who will actually get to do some of their beats for the team so that they can able to win points. But at this point in time, they just left only the coach and two other person was just left to do the job. But Kida has come out to say these are the technical reasons why we didn't actually perform well.
My opinions. I think all these things are just excuses. Seriously. Because if we are even okay, so that's the reason why we couldn't even win a single game. These are just excuses as long as I'm concerned.
They said other countries they were allowed to have their coaching staff.
Agreed. If we had maybe won maybe 2 games or gone to the next round, they would have still be the ones to say that yes, we didn't have enough technical staff, but our boys showed that they disturbed their middle and they progressed. So when failure comes like this, simply admit that you failed and stop giving all kinds of excuses for why we didn't even win any single game. I don't think that holds any water in my own opinion.
Does it hold any water in your own opinion?
Yeah, but yes,
You are even at the Olympic Games. You saw some matches of the Tigers and the Tigers.
But one thing I wanted to ask to is that in as much as we should, just like Mr. Fast say that we shouldn't give excuse for if you don't want to admit that you are failure and learn from your mistake and then move forward. Yes, that is right thing. But sometimes you need to also analyze why you fail to be able to understand where you go through and to get to be able to move ahead. And one thing I wanted to look at if what he said, but yes, when we were doing the Olympic, those two come up that the basketball team, although I was made to understand when he elaborated and not get to understand it better. But what we had that time was that the Nigeria the basketball team want to have their full complement of officials. And that they were coming with about 16 officials. And if they were allowed, according to what I heard from the NOC representative at the Tokyo, that if they were allowed to give them that 6 complete, so that means other sports will not have officials because Nigeria went to the Olympic with 60 athletes. So if basketball alone will have full complement about 16 officials, that means that 8 for the 16 officials, that means 8 for the men and 8 for the men, 16 officials. And other sports, athletic and name there, they will not have a chance to go. According to them, there's a limit at which IOC will admit to a game village. But what Kida say, either history, but NOC also need to come out to explain why. Because he said NOC passed there's instruction from IOC that it's only 3 technical officials that the basketball team will be allowed to go into the pitch with. But according to Kida, contrarily, why they are opponent, he said when the instruction comes, he said why trust instruction to come out. That is wrong. But and the thing that maybe if it is true, why should it be only for Nigeria team? Why other teams have their full complement at the Olympic? What you may ask that you say that's okay. Maybe those are under team include their national the content. Maybe they have you can say they have more athletes participate at the Olympic. But according to him, he said even the countries that have less numbers of athletes at the Olympic than Nigeria have full complement of their technical officials. And why Nigeria was denied of that opportunity to have full complement? I say when they interrogated the question, ask FIBA, who is the organizer of the league, and FIBA said we were confused. Why should the IOC give such instruction? And why should IOC pass such instruction to only Nigeria NOC and to Nigeria basketball team? So at least I think the NOC, I think we shouldn't allow this thing to just die low. To get us future current. Exactly. So NOC need to come out to explain why such instructions should be only for Nigeria team. Because basketball is different from football. Okay, football you can say okay. Even the football, even the football have a complement of you got. My brand is just a head coach. As a head coach, they have other complement of coaches who analyze the speed, the rebounds, and all those things. All of them take note and pass the note for him to act on it. So if you are let alone do Mr. A, do Mr. B, do Mr. C, so you be overwhelmed with the job and you cannot do anything, and that's what affected the game. Because at the same time, if you look at it, you can't say that a team that beat US 5 days to the Olympics, a team that beat Argentina 5 days, almost a week to the Olympics, will come to the Olympics and simply lost to everybody. that are not up to the standard of
Yeah.
the Argentina team
US.
and the US team.
So it was a plot to actually,
So, just like
bring down
Kida
the
say,
morale
he
of-
sense of some foul play,
of
Yeah.
Team
and I think
Nigeria.
NOC need to come out to explain
Exactly.
this thing.
Of course, NOC need to come out to explain that what really went down in the Olympics. But before we go on a short break, William Troost-Ekong is actually disappointed to miss the Nigerian 2022 World Cup qualifier against Cape Verde. That we actually won that match at 2-1. These are many more come to you after this short break. Don't go nowhere. Hello and welcome from that short break. You still on Sports or Beach right here on at the Leadership Podcast studio. We go straight to our next story where our Troost-Ekong says he's actually not disappointed to miss the Super Eagles versus Cape Verde clash. We know that actually went down on Tuesday, and the Eagles were actually victorious over the Sharks of Cape Verde. They won that particular match at 2-1. Alpha based on the UK restriction. I think that is what William Troost-Ekong is saying, that he's disappointed to miss that match.
Yeah, he has every reason to be disappointed.
Mm.
Every footballer would like to always play in this kind of games to represent your country. But thankfully enough, I think he'll be consoled with the fact that even with their absence, the boys who were on parade, that they were able to get the maximum 3 points, which is the most important thing. So it should be some sort of consolation. Every player will be disappointed. These kind of games are what players look forward to, playing in the qualifiers, playing in tournaments like the World Cup. So he should just take heart knowing that a place in the next round is almost guaranteed once we're able to at least gain like 6 more points from the double header with the Central African Republic. Once we're able to get at least 6 points from those 2 games, I think leading the group will be assured.
Do we see FIFA getting to end this issue of player restriction, for them not getting to represent their country in the qualifiers?
I think FIFA needs to do something about this. If they keep maintain silent, they keep silent on these issues. Just like we keep on saying, it is wrong. Go along with going to affect the World Cup qualifiers and even the football. Because if Kobe is not a UK issue, or it's not an Africa issue, or it's an American issue. Kobe is a global phenomenon that if other some countries and some authorities started saying that, okay, if you are in our country, you are playing in our country, you shouldn't go and play and like this. So if they allow the UK, just like the UK are trying to have their way, they allow the UK to have their way. Who knows? Just like the if other countries now join the same truth, who knows? If the Spanish league is in their A and the German league now join the same thing, so most people now come to play qualify.
Of course.
So that is why FIFA need to do something about the issues, and I hope they should do something about it. If they don't do anything about it, well, it's their game. World Cup is a FIFA project. So if they don't, they'll be the one to have to lose at the end of the day.
FIFA will be the one to lose at the end of the day. We are still staying with FIFA at this point in time, where they have approved the kickoff of the Aisha Nobari's Six Nation tournament that will be happening right there in the City of Excellence in Lagos. They have given the go ahead. The games that should actually go on in Nigeria. The game will actually kick off Wednesday 15th through 21st of September, right there at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena and the Agege Stadium in the city of Lagos. Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, Mali, Morocco, South Africa will be the teams that are battling in that particular competition. Okay, your reaction, Alvin?
A good one for FIFA to come out to give the go ahead. It basically means that they endorse the competition. So it simply means it's now a recognized competition, and I hope as time goes on, the competition will get bigger and bigger. This is just the maiden edition. I'm sure by when the next edition comes around, more countries will participate. And as time goes on, who knows, maybe some countries from maybe outside of Africa might even show their interest in participating in this kind of tournament. So I think it's a good one. So nice move.
Do you think the LOC headed by Aisha Faraday are they ready to host this particular competition?
LOC headed by the Akim.
Okay, Akim, then the director is Aisha Faraday.
So far, fantastic. They have done a good job so far. They have given a big hype for the competitions, and now it's going to be global. It's going global. And FIFA has come to identify with the competitions and shows that that has increased the status of the impetus of the game. So, and one thing that I also need to add to that I hope I commend the Nigeria Football Federation to come with this idea. That is it's an idea of Ama European League, and I hope they'll be able to sustain it because in the long way, it's going to add some value to our football. For instance, the Agege Stadium and the one just in the stadium that they're going to play. There's going to be a facelift to the stadium, rather than the side effect of it. So, and if we know tomorrow, right, they are going to hold the subsequent election, they can also let move it for another state. That will give us an advantage to those states also to give a facelift for their facilities. And within this period, there'll be economic advantages to the Lagos cities. Most of the 5 African countries that are coming, they are going to definitely economic boom. So good one, and I commended the organizers for this. And let's hope that it will not be a one-off thing.
Let's hope that it will not be one-off things, and let's hope that the Super Falcons will actually live up to the expectation that they will actually host and win at the Aisha Buhari Six Nation tournament. Away from that, we head straight out to the foreign team, where Ronaldo is set for Old Trafford welcoming, home welcoming party, because we know that he's set to play in this weekend English Premiership. This match will be his first match that we're playing after 12 years of him returning to the Old Trafford. Alpha at this point in time is feeling excited that the man that they call CR7, the Aurora himself, is back at the Old Trafford.
Actually, a nice one, and it's even nice that his first game on his second return will be in a full capacity Old Trafford Stadium. So good one. I can imagine what the stadium will be like on that day. I'm sure even outside of the stadium will be full, talk less of inside. It will be a full house. And of course, what a way to return. A good one for United. I hope this will really fire the rest of the lad on to actually go on and do something special this season, because since Ole has come, I think he's been criticized for not being able to bring silverware to the club, even though, in fact, some call him the most supported manager in the Premier League, because truly the owners have
given
given
him
him everything
everything
he needs to succeed. So I really think he
And
has
he
no
has yet-
excuse, especially this season.
and he has yet to win a trophy
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Manchester
You know,
United.
playing
Just
how
so sad.
many? The other time was 2 semi-finals, couldn't win. Last season played the final, still didn't win. So I really expect him to do at least clinch a silverware this season. You know, he's been supported. He's been given the full backing
Of
by the
course,
board of Manchester. So he only needs to repay the board for the confidence that they put in him.
of course, Manchester United fans will be actually will go gaga if Cristiano Ronaldo actually will score on his return to the old Trafford. Away from that, we're still talking about the European football, where the European leagues unanimously oppose the hosting of the World Cup every two years at this point in time. Do you think that's? I think we actually talked about it yesterday, and we said hosting, the World Cup every 2 years will not actually have the feeling that we used to have. We hosted it every for 4 years. Away from that, one man is talking about the fastest man in the world. Talking about Usain Bolt at this point in time. He's saying he wants to come back from retirement, but at this point in time, he will not come back. The spirit is telling him come back, but the body is not willing. You want him to come back after leaving the stage in 2017.
I think Usain Bolt maybe is begin to feeling that the Jamaicans are not being represented after he left the scene. You know, if you do, since he left the scene, the Jamaicans have not won the 200 meters and the 100-meter gold medal banner. So maybe he's feeling, even at the Tokyo Olympic, even the young player where we hope that he's going to take over from them. They have disappointed so far. Maybe the guy's feeling that no, this is not my country, and he wanted to come back, but the spirit is telling him, but the body can't do what it is, and the body fits into it. But now we stand about Usain Bolt. If he come back, I don't think he will dare do so.
I don't think he will actually dare do so. Just to let you
remember, I
know,
wanted to play football, but unfortunately,
he played for some time.
he discovered that it's a different ball game.
Of course, just to let you know that Usain Bolt has won the Olympic gold medal 8 times, and he retired at the age of 35 at this point in time in 2017. Well, let's see if he can actually move from retirement. But I'm very, very sure the younger boys are getting, to fill up those shoes that he has left from Jamaica. Before we just to tell you that Novak Djokovic has a cruise to the semi-final of the ongoing U.S. Open, and he expected, to face Alexander Zverev in that particular one. Hopefully, we should see the match, go down in some minutes' time, and we hope that Novak Djokovic will actually emerge, a winner in that particular match. This is where we hit the brakes of Sport Orbit today. Thank you for coming on the show to our focus one.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Of course, viewers, we can't go but to say thank you for staying with us. We ensure that you make a return with us tomorrow, where I'll bring another fresh, exciting edition of Sport Orbit right here on the Leadership of Podcast Studio. My name is Olawanga, and I'm saying bye bye for now. You have a lovely day ahead of you. Bye bye.